Today, going to try and get the 30K needed to uh, get this train. Oh, damn, I did spell it right. No, I didn't. Mixed up the I and the N. Succotash. And we need, might as well say 35K. So we're going to go run up. We're going to get some rails. Finish filling that up, and then it's off to coal. Like, actually, no. I need to start running material to that iron mine. Uh, that way I can get that going. So I'm just gonna fill this up with beams and wood, beams and lumber. Excuse me. Alright, let's just make sure. What do you want? What's me? Now this is my coal car. That's 20 rolling stock, and then 4 engines. I'm hoping once I could get the Utah, I could cut that down to 2, maybe 3. Go ahead and let it coast. Because the biggest problem is with this, with these long ass trains, man, you got to be gentle with the brakes, otherwise they're gonna slam into each other, and then boom, derailment. Which, even though with the auto couplers working now, it's a lot easier to deal with. Still a giant pain in the freaking no-no square. So, I mean, the good thing about having 20 cars like this is that you could grab 10 cars of, whatever you're doing, and then kind of go from there. Perfect. Then we're going to have to run some more logs over here soon. We got 1, 2, 3. What we got? There's 4 more. So we got to be the last 2 of lumber. Then we got to grab some beams. Now, if you play in this game and you're trying to make money in XP pretty quick, I do suggest that you get your iron mine up and running as fast as possible. Especially with the update, it's a few more dollars per piece and more XP per piece. So I do suggest you get that iron mine up and running, and then get your smelter, get a track up to the smelter as fast as possible, and just kind of get it going from there, you know. Now, something else you do got to take into consideration, um, with the train cars being this long, is the bounce back. As everything just kind of settles in. These are the last two, and then off to the iron mine we go. All right. So this is probably the coolest thing about this update is the fact that you can now get everything squared away just from the map, so that you can really look at where you're going, things of that nature. Alright, now this is a new track me and a buddy of mine put in, so I've never taken this track before. So I don't know how the hell this is going to go, so wish me luck, no derails. And then pretty much now that everything's moving, you can just like drop the brake to 0 and then kind of slowly raise the power. And then once you really get moving, you could just like really cut the power up to 100%, take the regulator up to 100, and should be copacetic. But I mean, with two 125s, it'll be okay to get up to top speed. Now on the curves, even though I spent hours trying to get this squared away. Still want to slow it down a bit. Alright, so once you pretty much get out of that curve right there, you can pretty much drop the brake to 0 and full set. Now, the one thing that I'm hoping they do when they next update, patch, whatever, is make it to where, you know, because as of right now, I have to jump between trains to put in coal. You know, I'm kind of hoping that they'll put like some sort of AI system in, where as you fill up the front engine, whatever engine you're operating with coal, it fills up all of them. You know, I think that would be super helpful, since now by operating one train, you operate all of them. Just making sure I didn't lose any. Now, this is the way I did it to get up to the smelter, because it is up on a really high plateau. So it's at a 3.5% grade. Like this right here is like a 1. No, it's like a 2, 2.5, which is fine. I mean, 125s could pull all that lumber with no problems. As you can see, I haven't even dropped speed. But I did move the iron mine, even though I tried not to reposition the industry. But with these trains getting longer and just the way the engines are, I couldn't quite get the turnaround and everything else correct. So I was kind of left with no choice but to move it, you know, just so that everything flows. Now, even on a 3.5 with my ore train, you know, I still need 4 engines. Like, it's kind of ridiculous when it's full. When it's empty, because I got to come up here when it's empty to move the ore around, I could probably get rid of one of the 125s, which will cut the weight down a little bit. Because as of right now, the ore train, as I call it, with 4 engines, the tinder boxes, 20 cars, everything fully loaded, it's about 2 million pounds, and I play on realistic settings, so it's a lot of weight. Um, which is cool because it's also a lot of XP and money. I mean, we're talking, with iron ore, 26,000 XP, for all of it. Just one load. So, like before I redid this, even this car right here with 2 engines, it would drop to about 10, 15, but as y'all can see, I mean, we're still doing 19, 20. So, little tight right there. I'm gonna have to. Oh shit! All right. Well, everything's still connected. So why is it doing that? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's not tight. It's not very tight. Let's see if we can figure this out. Probably gonna have to redo this whole freaking thing right here. I wonder if it's catching. Just taking it nice and slow. Damn it, I missed one. Alright, something is going on with this. Alright, let's see. What the hell is going on over here? Is it a rock? Is it too close to the fucking thing? Oh. Yep, it's too close to the thing. So, looks like when my buddy was putting this down, he didn't see this part. So, alright, we just gotta make do. And then back all of this up and then reposition everything, which is no big deal, you know. It's just right now it's kind of a pain in the butt. Because we're having to use a lot of power, unfortunately. Just to get the cars over that little hump right there. It's a delicate balance because once it if it derails, you know, that's going to be very hard to fix with all these cars right here. So we just got to take it very slow. You know, this is kind of why you take it slow when you're testing and, you know, just trying to make sure your lines are correct, stuff like that. Because, I mean, I didn't even realize that that track was that close. You know, was clipping a little bit. And this is why I think there should be, like, some sort of, you know, deformation. Terrain deformation when you're putting down tracks and everything. Yo, how's it going? Thanks for checking out the stream. Alright, so firstly, what I like to do is, you know, when it comes to redoing tracks and everything, just in case, um, there's a lot of track, a lot of sections, I'll sit there, train completely out of the area I'm working in, and then I'll just kind of go from there with it. Now with the Utah, because it's an articulating train, um, I probably won't have to go as slow around these curves because the unitah, you know, the the wheels rotate with the track, whereas the body of the engine, stays static. So that'll probably help a lot with this, to where I don't have to be as perfect, as precise, um, when I'm doing things like this right here. What the hell happened? What am I caught on? Alright, guys, I'm back. So, that one thing over there, it is clipping. Now, right here, I don't know what stopped the engine here. Like, I'm not seeing anything that should stop it. So what we're going to do is we're going to back this up, and then we're going to try to figure it out from there, because the train is not happy with whatever the hell is here. Well, besides the fact that it's like super tight. All right, let's try to figure this out. So, I'm thinking what's going on is that that's just too tight of a turn, and it's getting caught somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know why, but it's getting caught. Like, probably what I'm gonna have to do is I may just have to like power through it and see what it does. But the issue is that I can't just delete this. If I delete this, I'm gonna spend the next 20 minutes just trying to fucking hook that phone back up. I mean, phone, jeez, train, good God. All right, so let's switch that. All right, let's see if that's what's going on. That the tracks are just being odd. So we're gonna take it slow or normal. Up. Help if I put it forward. So let's see if that was part of the problem. No. What the hell is going on here? I'm not seeing where this is getting... I'm not seeing where this is getting stuck, so I guess we're just gonna back up and hit it. I mean, if I gotta get this train off of here, because now I gotta redo this whole frickin' line. And it just derailed. Fuck. Yay! Time to do this stupid shit. Right. This is ridiculous. Just gonna put everything here. And then the good thing about this is that I could just go ahead and take the brakes off, and it'll sit there, and gravity will do its thing. See, this is kind of what's so frustrating about this is that, you know, just one thing being off like that just kind of screws the pooch. Which that is a very interesting saying. I wonder how that saying even came to be. I mean, that's very odd saying, to say the least. I'm gonna do it this way. Everything that still has stuff on it, we're gonna put up front and then put the empties towards the back. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to streamline this. And I'm just gonna come in, drop everything, and it's gonna add a lot of time to the trip, but I'm not gonna have to worry about all these switches, because I mean switches are okay. You know, it's a lot easier to do, you know, to set the switches since the update. But if I don't have to mess with that many switches, you know, why do it? Right. Now, this is kind of the bad part, you know, especially once you start getting more and more rolling stock. Um, you know, it does get a little frustrating when you have an issue like this, you know, because it's like you have to do each one, you know. Because, you know, it would be nice if there was a thing where you could just highlight like the entirety of it and it just grabs all of it. Alright, guys, I'm gonna pause the stream for a little bit. My dog's gotta go outside, so give me a little bit and I'll be back. Oh, actually, guys, that's gonna be it for this stream for YouTube, and y'all take it easy, have a good one, and, you know, God bless.